Hey, what's happening, everybody? So I got this bike, and even though it's not the greatest collectible, it's a Ted Williams, and gonna go over a little history about Ted Williams. I got most of it written down here. He was born August 30, 1918, and he died on July 5th, 2002. And he spent his entire career as a Major League Baseball player for 19 years, from 1939 to 1960, as a Boston Red Sox left fielder. And the only time that he wasn't playing is when he had to do mandatory military service for the Korean War and also World War II. So he's like a true hero. And he was a left fielder, and he finished with a 344 batting average, 521 home runs. He had a .482 on base percentage, so his entire career he was on base practically every other time that he went up to bat. He had two times MVP, American batting champ, American League batting champ. He had 19 times as an ace. Every year he was an all-star. So we're talking about a great baseball player here. Now, when he retired from 1960, the year he retired, to 1970, he made an endorsement deal with the Sears Corporation, and they used his name on a lot of their products. So from 1960 to 1970, they used his name on some bicycles too. And right here is a Ted Williams quality, Sears Roebuck and Company. So it's a Ted Williams bike, and it's actually a AMC Free Spirit, but because it had Ted's name on it, we know it's from between 1960 and 1970, and the bikes were made with a little more quality. Now this one, the only reason why I bought it, because it's all original, and it has it's in great condition. And even the tires are the ones that it came with. So we can take a look at a Ted Williams bike that has hardly been used and has just been sitting there. So you can see it looks like they're stainless steel fenders, but they're thick. They don't make fenders like that. And you've got the 70s style fork. And it's a 5-speed, and you can see even they got little stickers on the brakes, synchronized. Okay, and that's a Shimano. The handlebars are pretty cool. It's got cool grips, and I might have added that. I don't think they have a screw sticking out on the back. And it's a 5-speed. It's got a guard for the changer. Now the tires are interesting too. They're 26-inch, and I believe they're 1 3/8, and they are. They're starting to separate, but they've got a tread on them, which is really cool. Okay, and it, because it's from the between 60 and 70, so maybe it's around 1970. It's BMA certified, which means it has well, I put that, but it must have had a reflector on the front, unless this is it. Maybe that's it. And there's the BMA certified three-spirit. The chain guard is thick, not like today's bikes, and it's a 5-speed. So let's take it for a ride. This is probably the first time it's been ridden in a very long time, and the seat is a vest count. I might have changed that, but everything else is original. Reflector pedals. Okay, so the bike is pretty nice, and it's a boy's bike too, all original. So let's go past these palm trees here. And see how this old baby rides. Okay, we're leaving the Stingray house. Say hello to the bananas. Never got any. And it's a nice smooth ride. Oh, I was thinking about pimping it up and maybe putting a manta ray stick shift on it, you know, like a 5-speed, because it is a 5-speed. Taking this off, high handlebars, and you know, making a 26-inch rat out of it. So what do you guys think? Should I leave it original, or should I just keep it the way it is? Now we're going to change some gears here. Oh, it's smooth. Look at that. Goes right into gear. Okay. Look at that. All 5 of them work. How's that for Ted Williams quality right here, baby? And you can see even has chrome caps on the fork there, which is pretty cool. So this was kind of a deluxe model of bike back in the time when it was made. I don't think 10 speeds were that popular yet. This is right before the 10 speeds were starting to come out, and of course these bikes, after the 10 speeds with the Rams horns came out, these bikes were obsolete, and maybe that's why it wasn't used. But I think it's a cool bike. It's a nice little cruiser. And shifts nice, and look, it even got a little thing right here to tighten it. Here I could tighten it, the shifter. So now we're in the easy gear, and it went right in, no problem. So what do you think about this after after almost 50 years? It rides like it's new. There's no rattling. It's tight. I mean, if you go to Walmart today and get a bike, the fenders are so thin, they rattle. The chain guard is, I mean, you just touch it, it bends. And this bike is like a little tank, even though it's a lightweight. So guys, anybody want to live in my neighborhood? Look, making a new heist here. Mucho trabajo. Bueno. Okay, so we're going to be cruising around here to the end of the street. This is my block, and this used to be a canal in here, and on this side was nothing, and it got filled in with silt, and all these piles, they dredged it out, and they're gonna put houses all the way down to the end now, and they're gonna charge a lot of money because they dredged out the whole canal. And these piles are dirt. It's now the law, you got to be like 6-7 feet above the sea level now, so you can't build a house on low ground anymore because it floods out over here if there's too much rain or a hurricane. And those are the new laws. You can see these houses over here, they're not as high as up because they were before the laws were changed. And these houses, these new houses, look at this. They got mountains of dirt here. And I don't really like them, like building all this stuff. I mean, there used to be a lot of turtles and snakes in here. And what can you do? This is sold. Somebody bought it already. So I guess they're for sale. And it's a dead end, so we'll turn around. I'm gonna go back home, but the bike is nice. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless you. Subscribe, like,